Right, boss?
No, I'm not alright, to be fair. What's been going on with you, man? Everywhere I go, I just keep hearing all these little bad things about you. You know what I mean? The restaurant down the road told me how, you know what I mean, somebody nearly got food poisoning off of the plates that you washed. You didn't wash them up properly, right? That's number one. They don't want you back.
I was trying.
The bins are overflowing, brother. How you make the bins get like that? There's rats running around the place. You're a menace to society, you know?
I wanted it to feel like Old Trafford with the mice, so I left the bins just for that feeling.
You are actually a menace to society. It may be better to have you back in the studio.
No, so I'm back.
But let me tell you one thing. These are only on trial. Yeah, this is a trial only. Loan. Rashford settings. Sancho settings. Yeah? Don't feel that you're fully back. All right, come. Hi, and welcome along to the Best of Enemies. KG is back in the building. Ish.
Wicked.
Ish
I like
in the
that.
building.
So this is a trial. This is a trial for me.
This is a trial,
Okay.
right? You're on trial for the whole show, right? But before we get into today's show,
Yeah.
I think we have to start off by talking about Diogo Jota, who sadly passed away yesterday. I know about you, KG, right?
Yeah.
It hit me. I was absolutely shocked by this news. I woke up in the morning, did my transfer show, was just resting again, and then I started to see this information come through on my phone, and I was like, please, 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 don't let this be true.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it turned out to be true that Diogo Jota and his brother, Andre Silva, sadly passed away in a car accident in Spain.
He was coming back to the club as well. There were players due to return as well.
Due to return back to training. The guy's been on a high, you know what I mean? He won the league, you know, on a high professionally because he won the league and the Nations League with Portugal, and on a high in his personal life because he's just been married 2 weeks ago to his long-term partner, and he's got 3 children that he leaves behind. And just shocking news. 28 years old. I mean...
There's no words for it, to be honest. I think for me, I remember because I had to do my show in the morning, and you know them ones when you're like, football's a weird thing because we connect to football on a different way. I would say football, like a weekend, can change your whole week, basically. So your happiness or the feelings that you have, like some people don't understand this, but your happiness is in the hands of the players sometimes, just how you feel week in, week out. So anything happens to them, I don't know, it just hits differently. I don't like, and it's not even the stuff of rivalry and stuff. You just understand how Liverpool fans have to be feeling. You guys have lost a player.
Reyes.
Yeah, and that was
in
our time.
We still feel it now.
Even the Everton player, played for Arsenal and Everton as well.
Kevin Campbell.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And you're seeing these deaths and you're like, because we're in the business, so you feel another level of, we talk about these players all the time. So the whole thing is just, it's painful. I would say that's
this one hits hard because it's like such a high profile footballer who's still playing. And a lot of the other players we just mentioned, they'd retired. Like, he's still playing. He's just had a great season. He's won things. Honestly, like, it hit me hard. And like you said, I mean, this whole show's built on rivalries.
Yeah.
You know, in Best of Enemies, Arsenal, Man United, Spurs, rivalry amongst the teams. But this is something that when you, like you said, you know what I mean, my first thing, like, was obviously his family and everything. Then I started to think as well about the Liverpool fans. Like, I feel really bad for them, like the amount of things they've had to go through. You know what I mean? They won the league the other day at their parade. Some idiot goes and drives a car into loads of fans. You know what I mean?
There you go.
They've had Highsaw, they've had Hillsborough, they've had all these tragedies around the club. I know with Man United, the tragedy that you've had that to this day still has that effect. So Yeah, I really feel it for Liverpool fans, man. This is a really tough time for those fans. But
Let's make the most of life, though, Rob.
especially tough time for his family.
Oh my God.
I can't even begin to, I've in my family, I've had personal loss. I know how deep and how hard this thing is, right? And, I really, really feel...
I don't have the strength or wonder what the parents are going to do, because burying two sons at once is beyond. Like, that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
And again, we've all experienced losses outside of obviously what we do, right? And for me, I don't know. After I lost my mum, I just decided I had to make the most of life. I remember I was driving Uber, and I was like, I just got to do something. I got to, I just knew. You know, the old school African woman that she ain't even that old, to be honest. But and it just came, it was like out of nowhere one. But then my mum was a one job, stayed there forever. You know, they don't update the CVs. Yeah. So, and I know she still had dreams and stuff, that things that she wanted to do. But I was like, I have to make it, bro. I have to go into acting. I have to give it my all. Are you with me? I remember saying, I must do this. I must take it to the level. And because life's short, bro. You never know.
It's so
life's
short.
so short. So you have to, I implore everyone.
Yeah. I mean, listen, people, we've got to enjoy our lives, because even when you think you're on top, and Diogo Jota was on top.
Totally.
In his personal life and his professional life, he was on top.
Yeah.
He had things to look forward to. He's just got married, as I said. He's looking forward to the World Cup next year. Exciting season ahead with Liverpool, with new signings
done.
And all cut short. So people, we've got to live our life, man. You know what I mean? We have to enjoy ourselves. We need to stop getting caught up and het up about little issues.
Yeah.
You know, a little thing happens and everyone's on Twitter chatting crap and all this. I mean, honestly, don't waste your time with it. People, enjoy your lives, man. So
that's the right energy, man.
Diogo Jota, rest in peace.
Rest in peace from us at Best of Enemies. Absolutely, rest in peace.
Football families, this is what we are. It's honestly, it's so sad even just talking about it right now.
You guys, for the first time,
Hold on. How are you coming and getting all bowled up in the team?
Have you seen how I tried to? I'm on trial, bro.
How you don't get
I'm
too
on
bold
trial,
there, right? Because I don't know how you're coming and
wait, hold on, wait a minute.
You're trying to make the first talkings in this
No, wait, I was trying to do
You're
a step
on trial.
Oh,
right, so if my suggestion to you is before you start going to come spurt out anything about Arsenal or whatever, you're on trial.
I was going to say something
I've had
nice.
to speak to X about this.
Yeah.
X is on holiday at the moment.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And,
I heard he was looking for my replacement. Why did you look in there? Hold on a minute. Actually, on that, how dare you lot? You didn't even wait for the paint to dry. Why was there interviews?
Because you were gone.
Ty.
Yeah.
AGT.
I tell you what, there's some strong candidates, and we're still considering them. Right? So you're on trial. You're on total trial here.
You know what? Yeah.
Total trial.
Then I'm not going to say what I really want to say, because I could talk about Madueke, I could talk about Zubimendi, but I was going to start talking about Noni Madueke. Right. I'll talk about Zubimendi. Great bit of business, mate.
Great bit of business.
All the teams that wanted him.
Yeah.
Real Madrid, Liverpool was interested as well.
City.
The City won it.
City were interested
in him. You've stolen 2 signings away from City and still won nothing. Again, I would have said that. If I wasn't on trial, I would have said that. But I'm not even saying stuff like that. I'm saying Zubimendi, fantastic business. Norgard, market opportunity. Yes, he's old. If I was not on trial in this moment, I would say, really? I would say, but he's old. I would have said, give that money to Partey. But I'm on trial, so. Strength and depth. Hold on, there's another one. Tomiyasu. Again.
He's left.
Well, if I wasn't on trial, again, I'll say you lot were really excited about that signing. Told me, you know what he's going to do, this is going to do that.
When he was fit, he done a great job.
Nope, he said a lot of things. How many things did he do?
When he was fit, he done a great job for Arsenal. Unfortunately, these things happen.
Yeah.
Sadly, he's not been able. He just had recently another knee operation.
Yep.
His contract's up in a year. Makes perfect sense.
Is that another flop?
To a mutual. No, I wouldn't call him a flop because
He has to be.
A flop. You can
He has
only,
to be a flop.
No, you can only.
How many games did he play?
You can only class a person as a flop if they have not delivered on
Don't
the pitch.
play.
No, but he's injuries. I think flop's too harsh to use as a word with him because when he did play, he was an excellent player. But the problem was it's too many, especially over the last couple of seasons. Too many injuries. You know that. You got Luke Shaw, innit?
Yeah, but my guy, Luke Shaw, not my guy. Luke Shaw's played more than Tommy Asu.
Yeah, because he's been at your club for
No,
about 10
because
years.
Tommy Asu, did Tommy Asu play 7 games back to back? No.
Maybe not. I mean, it's injuries.
It's a flop.
Ravaged
Just
by
call it a
injury.
flop.
Well,
He's
as we're talking about flops,
Oh,
why
here
don't
we
we
go.
mention
Hold on,
a
wait a
few of
minute.
yours? I mean, Jadon Sancho, is he moved him yet?
Well, at the
As we're
moment,
talking about transfers,
yeah. All right,
moved on
cool.
yet?
Jadon Sancho at the moment.
And before you answer that, we could always mention Marcus Rashford. Has he moved yet?
Barcelona.
And what?
We got to talk about stuff. There's stuff to talk. Because
Barcelona.
Nico Williams has just signed. He's staying with Club Athletic
Bilbao, yeah.
Staying with Bilbao.
That
signed.
That shocked me.
Yeah, because he turned you guys down.
A new 10-year deal.
He snubbed you lot.
You know what always been the problem with him,
Yeah.
where Arsenal's starting to move away? He wanted some huge wages. Now, apparently, Athletic Bilbao paying him huge, like record-breaking wages.
Heard he wanted the party money.
Right? He wanted what party money?
The money that
he wanted huge wages. But Barcelona, it looked like he was going to Barcelona.
Yes.
They did this very disrespectful public. The same thing that Real Madrid tried to do with Zubimendi, they tried to do with Nico Williams, where they went all public.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're signing him. Yeah, we've agreed. Blah blah blah. Athletic Bilbao went mad. They went to La Liga and they said, "Yeah, how are these men running up their mouth about they're going to sign players? They can't even register players. How are they doing this?
Yeah.
And that is what's led to them having to pull out of it. But he was also interested in, ahead of us was Bayern Munich. So I'm really surprised because I was thinking he might go to Bayern. So I'm really surprised.
Do you think that's
he's decided to stay at Athletic Bilbao?
Do you think that's a lack of, wanting to take it to the next step? What do you think that is? Is that comfortability?
I think there's a bit because he stayed last year when he could have moved.
Yeah.
Right? Because he said he wanted to pay for them in the Europa League. All right, and they got knocked out by you guys. How bad was that? Right? And then, he's staying again now. Obviously, humongous wages, and they're in the Champions League.
Yes.
But from what I saw of them playing
last
year,
this is
got
why
no chance. I notice a lot of these players when they play for those teams especially in the Basque region in
they love
Spain. They have a lot of loyalty to the club.
They love it.
Look how many years ago Zubimendi could have gone for a little while.
They're mountains.
So, on the one hand, I respect his loyalty. It's great to see the loyalty that he's showing. But then on the other hand, man, is that ambitious to stay another year at Athletic Bilbao?
Since you're there on ambition, I need to talk to Barcelona direct because I've got business to do. The only way I can buy new players, bring in the likes of Gyökeres, bring in the likes of Ollie Watkins or Mbeumo, because that's not done yet. I need to raise some funds.
I thought that Mbeumo was done. The way you've been speaking. Really...
Relax. Relax.
I thought he was done, people.
No.
They said Mbeumo was done.
No. So what, at the moment, it's...
Remember how they were cussing the Arsenal players, when the Arsenal players are linked to this and that? I thought Mbeumo was done.
Can he let me raise some funds?
When are you going to put a decent bid in?
Can you let me raise some... When I raise some funds,
right,
bro.
So how are you going to raise these
I
funds?
need to talk to Barcelona right now.
You're pitching to Barcelona?
I'm pitching to Barcelona.
Pitch Rashford. Let's hear it.
Thank you very much. Are there children in the Basque region that need food? Do they need a couple starters, a bit of paella? Do they need some chorizo? Rashford's the man. He can not only come in and help the team, but he helps the youngers eat as well. Now, what he does that is greater than anything is he's going to show up to games that he's not really meant to be at. But don't worry about that because he's pushing the brand. Yes, he might go to Weatherspoons in the middle of the season. Don't worry about that. When he's there, he's going to do this. That means he's thinking about it. He's thinking when you need this guy. Lewandowski's getting old. Nico's not coming. This is the answer. Anthony Fatty's left, bring in Rashford. Shirt seller, feeds the kids, friend of Obama. Anything else? Doesn't want to play for Man United anymore. Everyone that leaves Man United wins the league.
Okay.
Think about it. Do it.
Let me, to Barcelona though, just put in, a few little caveats to that.
Why are you putting caveats?
A player
Yeah.
that turns up when he feels like it. Not a week to, 1 week, absolutely amazing.
Yes.
The next week, missing.
No,
And
that's
when
not
he is
true.
missing-
That's not true.
And when he is missing,
Not true.
you may find him missing in a nightclub somewhere.
Well,
right?
again, he is there for branding purposes only. Listen to me when I say this. McTominay, MVP of that league. What's Rashford going to be? Give him the Ballon d'Or.
When you talk about branding, I would give him that. His branding's brilliant. He
Thank
wears
you
some
very
of the
much.
best LV and Gucci stuff that I've seen, right? Trust me, a really good dresser. But what about on the pitch, Barcelona? Do you really want to risk? How much would he cost?
We're happy to talk to you, whatever you feel comfortable giving us.
10 million?
No.
What do you want from there?
25, please. No.
25?
No, 40 million, please. Is that too much?
Forget that.
Wait, hold on. You're out of the room. Wait. 30 million. 30 million.
I like your pitching, right? So continue. I want you to pitch now. Let's pitch Sancho.
Sancho, thank you very
Pitch
much.
Sancho to what
Now,
clubs he been linked with?
any club.
Juventus, isn't it?
Yes, you
Pitch him to Juventus.
Thank you very much. Do you want a player that is very good at FIFA and's got a great touch? Sancho's your man. I'm telling you right now, helped Chelsea win the Conference League. Helped them complete the set. We're talking about a generational player that is generational outside of the league. In the Premier League, not his thing. But that's okay because he's not been had an arm around him. He's not had the love. This guy is the master of tech. And tech in Italy makes sense. Look what happened to Lukaku. And Lukaku's got a worse touch than him. Imagine, this could be the new Maradona. Do it. Do it. Napoli's one. Again, Manchester United have the gems. They're not gems with us. Look at Anthony. Anthony's having fun. Jadon Sancho could be the next on a super level. And he could also win the Ballon d'Or.
All right. Now, I've got caveats to that one, Juventus, right? Now, when he talks about generational, right, it's interesting because in my generation, it's the type of player you get licks. Right? Because you'd say to him, yo, how have you got all that talent, but you're constantly messing around and wasting it, right? So he get licks in my generation. That's the thing. He's got the talent, great on the eye,
Yes.
but does he do it every week? Can he do it on a cold night in
There's no
Poland?
cold nights. There's no cold
Can
nights
he
in
do
Italy.
it on a hot night in Sicily? Or will he be in the nightclub, right? Those are the things you need to consider.
No, wait. Since if I wasn't on trial, I would also say if I went on a loan right now, this moment that we're having, I would say you should sell Tomiyasu. I would try to do that because Tomiyasu needs a club.
He's injured at the moment. I've got...
Go on.
Because you've
Allow
got,
it, man.
you've got a lot of players to pitch, man.
I got Rasmus Højlund.
Pitch Højlund now. This is the one I wanted to... Come on. This one, let me put my feet up, man. This one right here.
All right.
Come on, this is going to be interesting.
Okay. Now, this guy is such a serious striker. They made a song about him scoring a goal. Young man almost went number one. That was a big moment. He went viral. So again, think of the viral opportunities. We're talking about clubs that want to do branding and step outside of football. Rasmus is your man, a constant trier. He will be in the box, but his job is not to score in the box. His job is to create space for other people to do stuff. Garnacho scored 10 and 10. GA, yeah? Bruno Fernandes created so many chances. That's what he's going to offer you. Rasmus Højlund will come to your club. He'll run down the wings. He likes carnival, so he is going to back it up. If there's a striker, he's going to back it up, but don't worry about that. That's good for everybody to understand the game's changing. We have to just understand we're going in a more physical without end product.
And I've got a caveat to that.
Oh.
Caveat, he's crap, right?
I don't want it to go
Now
though.
listen, if you want a hold-up man,
Yeah.
I can introduce you to quite a few man them on the ends that are very, very good at that, right? As a matter of fact, if you want physical man as well, I can introduce you to quite a few man them on the ends who are good at that as well. They'll brook up man for free, right? So why go and waste 20, 30 million pounds on?
Well, no, on loan. We'll take him on loan. Take him on loan.
You're gonna struggle to get rid of all of these man. I don't know. That's why you can't put the money up big time for Mbuemo.
That's why.
Because you know, right, how are you going to get rid of these man? Even
check it out. Jadon Sancho, they're saying Douglas Luiz.
You're going to have to give him away.
Yeah, give him away. That's fine. Rashford, Barcelona want him as their third option.
How are they going to take him?
How did they register all the players that they've been registering? They're doing it. They're going to do it again.
Yeah, but remember last year when they took Dani Olmo, they could barely
register. It took a long time, but they always register.
He ain't going Barcelona.
Rashford will be a Barcelona player.
He'll be another loan somewhere.
Loan at Barcelona. He'll take a pay cut.
300, even a pay cut of half of that.
Rashford will take 170.
You're stuck with these man.
Allow it, man.
You're
trying to. No, then since.
You're stuck with them.
Yeah, we got some problems, but then I still believe that business, because we can't take them on tour. They're not coming on tour. You think Garnacho, he's going to go on tour with potentially Sancho, Rashford, Garnacho, and we finished 15th last season. I'd
love to see Garnacho on tour.
Again.
Running out on that pitch in an Aston Villa shirt with Rashford on the back. I mean, that would be...
And they're both back. And they're both back. That's not happening. So right now, big moves are going to be made. I think we have to do something. Like, if we have to do something, because you guys are going to finally act. I don't know if the Zubimendi thing is pretty impressive. That is...
Zubimendi, linked with Eze. I like that link.
Linked with Madueke.
Yeah, I don't too like that one. Man.
I like that one. I like that one, though.
Too much Chelsea, man.
Because you keep talking...
I said it the other day, you may as well set up shop down the King's Road, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting tired of the Chelsea players, man.
Yeah,
Madueke's actually a decent player, but I don't want him.
Oh, you're doing it.
No,
that's how it starts. Do you know how I watch your shows?
No. Listen.
Do you know how I watch AirTV?
Madueke, I'm not gonna hate on man, right?
Soft launch.
He's a decent player.
Soft launch.
But I don't want Madueke, right? We got Ethan Wanier. He's a backup to Saka.
He ain't playing.
Bro, I want to keep Ethan Wanier as well. I don't want
your
Madueke.
number two. Saka, he has to come as the number two. It makes all the sense in the world.
It don't make no sense. That's a Man United move. I don't want that Madueke.
What do you mean? That's a Chelsea
move. That's the sort
of
player that you get.
Kepa, Peter Cech. This is who you lot are. You lot have a relationship that's unspoken, bro.
No more
you
Chelsea.
have to take their Costos. Sterling. Should I keep going? That's what you lot do. Willian. Should I keep going?
You're right.
Jorginho. Should I keep going?
You're right.
This is who you are.
And they're saying in life, if you don't learn from your mistakes, you forget licks, right? And you know, we're not learning from our mistakes. I don't want... Kepa, fine, I get that.
Bro.
5 million quid, backup goalkeeper, brilliant. But I don't want that's it. No more Chelsea players coming through that
You don't get to say that.
I don't want them.
You don't get to say that. You need to put some
respect. I am saying it.
Yeah.
It's not my decision.
Noni Madueke, prepare yourself.
If we got Madueke, that would not go down well with Arsenal fans. Don't do it, Arsenal. We don't want him.
What are they going to do?
He's a
back
good
out
player.
the banners. They're not going to do anything. You're not going to do nothing. You'll just get used to it and make a song and watch comps about it. You lot still like Norgard right now, but I would be saying that if I wasn't on trial.
I don't mind Norgard.
There you go. I'm not even doing anything.
The trial's not going well for you, I'll tell you this. It don't go very well for you, bro.
No, but all right. Well, lastly, Eze. If you sign Eze, yeah.
Now that, I'd be happy with.
Where does he play?
Attacking midfielder.
Where's Odegaard playing?
Attacking midfielder.
Hold on. Where's Rice playing?
Attacking midfielder.
Wait, what's going on? Wait, hold on.
What
about Moreno? Where's Moreno playing?
Attacking midfielder. What do we get cost?
That's a lot of players.
Why did we not win the league? Because the squad weren't big enough and because we don't have enough options, right? Why did Liverpool win the league? Because they've got options all over that up front line. Why in the past of Manchester City?
No, hold on, wait a minute.
Our squad last year was too small.
Have you been sniffing creatine, bro? What do you mean? You didn't win the league because you ain't got no scorers. You ain't got no goal scorers. You weren't midfield, bro.
No, exactly, but...
You had no goal scorers and now you're looking for everything else but a goal scorer.
No, but you need... Listen, we'll get a striker in. I said that to you the other day. We'll get a striker in, right? But we need options. You need options in positions, right? What happened to Martin Odegaard was off form last year. There was no one...
Wanieri stepped up.
Wanieri, I want him on that right wing. right?
I can't stand you lot, you know. This is
You're
my
just
problem.
saying that because you're
No,
scared
because
we get
you're
Eze.
no.
You're
I think
scared
it's
that we have a wicked
I think
squad
it's a
because
good.
You see, the narrative's
Here we
different.
go, here we
But then
go.
when you're talking to Man City,
Yeah.
what a wonderful squad, man.
Yeah.
Does anybody say where's he gonna play? Where's he gonna play? Where's he gonna play? They just talk about how they got a wonderful squad.
Your manager.
We need a wonderful squad as well. So that
Your
if
manager
a man's
doesn't
out,
believe in the squad, though.
well, maybe he's changing. That's why we. brought
Who's
in that-
changing? When is he changing? He had
That's
1 year,
why we
and he
brought
let
in
Saka.
Berta.
He let Saka mash up himself.
That's what
Here we
exactly.
go, here we
That's
go.
why we brought in Andrea Berta to address
To do
those
what?
things.
Andrea
we've
Berta's
got
gonna tell him. What's he
options
gonna tell
in
him?
all in all areas.
But I'm saying to
Right?
you this key point. When
scared.
Havertz,
I know
all
you're getting
these
scared.
players, no, I'm just saying,
frightened.
you're trying to change. I hate when you do this. You need to understand something about your manager.
gonna do what?
He continues to play a player even when they're in the red zone.
But now he won't be able to do that because you have Eze who can play. The players are on formal play and you can switch it around. And we'll be fighting on more fronts as well because the mistake we've made over the years, we're not fighting on enough fronts because the squad's not good enough or not big enough. Decent squad, but get an injury in a certain position. Look like last year. So we're strengthening areas, man. And you're worried about it.
I don't
So
think
chill.
no, the
If
stuff
we're
that
bringing
that's-
Eze, man, I'll tell you, I'll be happy with that side.
you
You
win
should
the
be
league?
pleased for him. He's a Nigerian player.
I'm excited for him. But should he win? Would he win the league?
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Declan Rice
It
is more
helps.
successful at West Ham. Just never forget that.
It helps.
Declan Rice
yeah.
has been more successful at West Ham. Don't let us say Eze is more successful at Crystal Palace. That's all I'm saying.
I do feel you're getting worried about the quality that's coming.
There's some good quality. If you sign Rodrigo, Eze, if you sign Eze, this is the truth. You sign Eze, Rodrigo, and what else he said you not need? And
Gyökeres or
Gyökeres.
Or Sesko.
That's a Jesu. That's a strong.
That's
a.
And we're bringing
super-
in, even though Tommy Asa's gone, we're bringing in
Zubimendi.
Mosquera, arm at the back,
Yeah.
centre back, and can also play right back.
That'll be your greatest summer ever.
Yeah, let's see, man.
That'll be your greatest summer ever. But guess what's gonna happen? Guess what's gonna happen?
I know, man.
Madueke
You know what, he's just-
Madueke Sesko, window closed. And then after you lot say, and then I'm going to watch the videos because I love AFTV. It's my favorite channel out of all channels created. And it's the summer. The summer killed us. The summer window. the summer window. I know I hate to go back. I hate to talk about the summer window.
This trial's not going good, especially when he's telling the truth. You know what I mean?
Wait, sorry. Oh shit, sorry. Again, if I was not on trial, that's what I'd be saying. But
Hey, talking
Yeah.
of that, have you been watching the Club World Cup?
only the games where I know sure things. So now Palmeiras and Chelsea are going to play each other.
Well, listen, you would have thought, before you get to that,
Yeah.
you say sure thing, you would have thought
Al
Man
Hilal.
City, Al Hilal. And look what I was with a Saudi guy at the weekend. He said, Al Hilal will beat Man City.
And they like that,
I
you
said,
know.
yo, brother, I go, hey, you know,
Wait, hold on.
I know
The
that-
Sheikhs are in town.
the Sheikhs are in town, right? So I
You
said-
snake.
so
Why couldn't you invite me to the Sheikh dinner, bro? They know me.
he's coming back. He's coming
All right,
back.
cool.
But when he was saying that, I was like, I know these men don't drink.
Yeah.
Right? So I can't put
It's
it
not
down
a
to
drink thing. Yeah, it's not alcohol. It's not induced.
And I know these men don't do drugs and that, so I can't put it down
Yeah.
to that. So I'm like, he must have been saying something that he believes in.
Or it's a tie.
And he was adamant. He goes, Robbie, we will beat Man City. He goes, Al Hilal. This guy's from Saudi. He goes,
Yeah.
He goes, Al Hilal are a very, very good side. And he was right. And they beat City and it was a great performance. And I was so happy. And then Fluminense, they beat Inter Milan. Brilliant performance by them. I watched those games, right? Watch that Fluminense game.
Yeah.
Good performance. It's really
It's
interesting.
it's a good tournament. This is where it gets interesting.
Although
for me.
Chelsea, they're so jammy. You see their side of the draw.
Yeah, yeah.
Their side of the draw, they got Palmeiras, which, is not-
Chelsea could win it all.
Look at the other side of the draw. PSG, Bayern, Real Madrid, Dortmund on one side. Their side, Chelsea, Palmeiras, Al Hilal and Fluminense.
Don't think it's easy because Al Hilal could give them the work as well.
And also, let's remember, Flamengo, the other
Flamengo,
Brazilian team,
didn't they the
beat
one-
Chelsea. They beat
There
Chelsea
you go.
already.
So I'm going to say this. In this competition, we have to quickly laugh at Man City. Yeah, see you later. Because they spent a lot of money. They wanted this tournament. They wanted to win this.
Went there with all the big guns and everything. Now
Still
they're
didn't
home.
win. Still didn't win. But guess what? I watched them play. They look dangerous.
In one game.
Foden, watch
Foden's-
out.
Yeah, he's looking like he's
Watch
back,
out.
innit? Yeah,
He'll
he
be
looks
back.
sharp. But that was
Foden.
one game they played when Remember they had that game, the one before they lost at Al Hilal.
Yeah.
And there was
But they look good in the Al Hilal one as well.
We're back.
They look good. No, wait. They look good in the Al Hilal one as well. They still got that issue.
Nah,
you look can still be able to beat them because they can't. That's it. That's the issue.
The defending was terrible against Al Hilal.
They can't defend.
Premier
League, they're gonna get. So I'm gonna say this though. Going through.
All right, let's go through it. So Fluminense Al Hilal, who wins that?
Al Hilal.
Then Palmeiras Chelsea, who wins that?
Palmeiras.
All right, so we've got Palmeiras. You sure about that?
I like
it. Just a bad mind thing. All right.
It's not. This
so
doesn't count. I'm not going to have to pay for anyone's food with this prediction.
No, you haven't got to pay for those things. Cool. So Palmeiras Al Hilal.
Yeah.
Right, and then.
What are you saying? So for both of them.
I'm going to go Al Hilal as well.
Cool. Palmeiras versus Chelsea.
Well, unfortunately, man, it looks like Chelsea. These men are going to jammy their way to the final. Yeah?
And they'll win everything. There's no way.
Oh my God, we'll
There's
never
no way.
At the end of it.
There's no way.
And then on the other side, PSG versus Bayern. That's a really good game, that is.
That's a great game. I'm going to go PSG.
Yeah, me too. You can't go against them right now.
No.
Playing so well. Real Madrid versus Dortmund.
Hey, the Bellingham derby.
Bellingham derby, yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. Wow. What am I going to do here?
Real Madrid always playing Dortmund.
Real Madrid. Real Madrid. They even got that young striker as well.
All right, so then that then means that
maybe no Joe.
Joe might not be playing. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that means then we get to under what we're saying. So
suspended.
Who?
What a liberty!
He's suspended. Who do you think's going to win it outright?
It'll be wicked if it was Al Hilal. That would be cold.
Oh, I'd love that.
That would be brilliant.
Or a Brazilian team.
PSG. That's a wicked way to.
PSG.
That's just because they're the best team in the world.
Yeah,
they are the best team in the world.
What I've liked about this tournament, right, is that when we first went into it and that Auckland team got beaten,
mash up
10-0, everyone's dissing it. Oh, this tournament, these teams. I mean, they should have to play each other first before playing the big European teams and not. Fluminense and Al Hilal and Palmeiras, they've all proven that no, they have all done brilliant in this tournament. All the Brazilian, South American teams did well as well. So, I really would love to see one of them win it. And of course, let's not forget the Women's Euros start this weekend.
I'm glad you're talking about the women's team. I was checking again because you followed Arsenal's women all the way through.
Yep.
Well done for supporting Arsenal's team all the way through.
Yep.
And you lot are going to support the Lionesses again.
Of course, we're doing watch-alongs to all the Lionesses games here on DR Sports. I've been to many Lionesses games as well. And, but England in the Euros, right? The Women's Euros. I've got a very, very hard group, man.
Are they the whole England?
They're the holders, yeah. They're the holders. Remember we won it last time, and they kick off against France. France at the moment have been playing really, really well. Huh?
Are they any good?
Yeah, they're very good. What do you mean if they're any good? Like, currently, England have been a bit shaky.
Yeah.
So they've got a really hard group. They're in a group of death. They really, really need to get off to a good start. I mean, we've got to watch along for it on DR Sports, but the England women, and there's been a few changes to the team. There's no Millie Bright, she didn't go. Mary Earps,
what's wrong with
the
her?
Goalkeeper, she's retired. Yeah, she's retired. She wasn't guaranteed to start, right? So
is the new number one good? Because
she's
okay,
good.
wicked.
So it's a real
swear down. She retired.
Yeah, a little bit of transition in the team. So. But England have got a tough group. But if they can get off with a winning start against France, I'll be watching that game with a keen eye. But I'm going to start to learn more about like the women's game, the Lionesses, because I don't. Because you know what?
I don't follow them. I'm not going to lie.
You disrespect the women's game. You know
Who does?
You.
Who does?
You.
No, don't try to make me like some Eni Aluko. Like
KR, man.
Nah, man. Because
KR.
Nah, man. I'm trying
Kevin
to.
Ratcliffe.
I'm trying to.
See, it trickles down.
Now I'm gonna learn.
It trickles down from the owner. He had his team training in porter cabins, right? Didn't go to watch. He didn't go to watch the women when they played in the FA Cup final.
No, I didn't.
Right? And now he's trickled down to your fans.
No, I'm going to. No, because some fans are better. I'm gonna learn. I want to be like Ty and
it's
all
good.
levels. All
Honestly,
levels.
it's
How
good.
many Arsenal women?
good.
Are there any like Arsenal women in the
Russo?
England team? That's our player, isn't it?
Well, she used to play for you. She left
Yeah,
you
she's
lot now.
proper, bro.
Now she's a Champions League winner. Right? Big up to
Imagine
Alessia
getting to
Russo.
Arsenal to win the Champions League. That's hilarious.
Chloe Kelly, who
Yeah.
scored, of course, famously scored the winner in the last Euros. She's Arsenal, plays for
Okay.
Arsenal. Also won the Champions League. What a career she's had, by
You
the
know
way,
your
when you
stuff
think about
still.
it. I
You know
watched
you
the
don't
women's
deserve
game.
those allegations.
Beth Mead,
Yo.
right? So we got a few in there, man.
Yo.
We got a few in there. England have got a good side. You know what I mean? It's just, can they do it
they
again?
win it?
Like, they can, but there's the favourites are Spain, man. Spain look
Can I ask you
really,
something?
really good.
Is there a way, yeah, that you're willing, not a bet, but I want to do something. There's a forfeit that might be on record, yeah? Are you willing to don't, relax. Relax.
second.
There's a potential forfeit that's in the, neither here nor there, yeah? Will you be willing to say, if England don't win this World Cup, this Euros, I don't have to do it?
I knew there was something the other day when I exposed that expressions.
Yeah.
First of all, for his lies, when he's
Okay.
trying to get 1,000, trying to extort.
Extort.
1,000, extort people.
Good big words. Then.
No, because
Yeah.
when I went away from that dinner after that and thinking, I was laughing, I was thinking, and I actually thought to
wasn't
myself,
laughing.
it's extortion.
Yeah.
Because he knew what he said there and he was still trying to get that £1,000 off. He might not come back to the show. That thief, right? Right? But then I started to think to myself, there was another bet that went on. And it was you.
Wait.
It was you, innit?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah. You bet me. That was the one where if you had to do a forfeit.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Who did you play first? You said you can't beat this team. And then...
Real Madrid, that's it. I knew it. Real Madrid, you said we ain't going to beat Real Madrid if you didn't, you do a forfeit. I'm not saying we're guaranteed to win.
Listen, hear me
I'm not doing
now.
a forfeit.
Hear me
because
out. Yeah? This is the bet right now. This is it, yeah? Listen to this. If you come crashing out of Europe, yeah? Forfeit, not serious. Mine will be double, yeah? Double forfeit for me, single forfeit for you.
What's a single forfeit?
I don't know. Production will
I don't
decide.
trust you.
Look at him. Look at this. Look at this fraud. Look at him, bro. He's shook.
Bring it on. I'll do a level
let's get to the
one forfeit.
Level
yeah?
1 forfeit. I will take a level 2 forfeit.
All right.
Fairs.
Bro, you ain't done that forfeit yet. Do you know what we're going to do? I know what we're going to do, right? That's going to be your condition on coming back. We're going to put
Why
this
is
forfeit
it-
together. No, because you've been on trial.
because
And so far,
and I've done well. How have I done?
okay.
Soccer saw
But-
like I've got my rating is strong.
Okay, so you kind of got a foot
7.5.
back in the door. But to get back on the show, you're going to have to do this forfeit. I'll confirm. Let me text X and just find out if he's all right. Right?
This show needs to next season.
To get back.
We're not doing any next season. No forfeits. I like the cookings. Yeah, we can keep the cookings, but we need to clean the show up because there's stuff that I don't agree with. Yeah, I've received forfeit upon forfeit, bro. I don't think you paid for anything. What have you paid for? When have you done a forfeit?
Right, expressions agree to that, right? So, right?
Can we say next season?
You have got to do that forfeit.
Can we say next
when you do
season,
that forfeit,
yeah?
you'll be let back onto the show. Officially here, people, I am announcing it. Expressions has agreed to it on his holiday. Very well done to him, right? When you complete that forfeit, you
back on
are
the show.
officially back. If not, it's Thai or AGT. You're out.
Nah. AGT taking my job is a piss take. That doesn't even feel right.
He's got some good impressions.
He's got
man.
some good impressions. I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
better acting
I
than
was
you.
nervous. He had the banter was bantering. There are people in the chat said Ma. People said Matisse. I said Matisse has got the weekend roundup. You don't need to be
The
here.
Hollywood man then rung him up, man, about your role in what was it called again?
Well,
the football
listen.
thing?
Well, I keep seeing him with
What's your football thing called again?
Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I keep seeing them with breast on the mains. He keeps being bare chest. Have you seen that?
Who?
Matisse.
Oh, Matisse, man. Oh, my God. Can you imagine if they win that Club World Cup? He's going to be unbearable.
They'll be the biggest.
That's another
Are they
one
going to
thing.
be? Wait. Now, answer again. Forget the trial. If they win this, are they now bigger than Arsenal?
No.
If they win the Club World Cup, are they not? Are they now bigger than Arsenal?
No.
You're still sticking to that.
Yes.
When did they become bigger than Arsenal?
Never.
Oh, there's nothing they can do. Cool. Let's go. We're getting home. We're getting home. It's ridiculous. You don't want to talk. You don't want to.
When
be
did Man
serious.
City become bigger than you?
Never.
Why?
They had to win
They won the treble.
bare trophies.
They've won bare trophies and they've won the treble.
Are you not putting that? Do you know that? Can you see that
The
thing next to
treble.
it? You can't see it.
They've won the Champions League.
Look closely.
They've won the treble.
There's something you're
They've
missing.
won the Super Cup.
There's something you're missing. Look closely. Are you looking?
Yeah.
See the asterisk there? That's right.
but they've been-
There's asterisks.
All right.
So they're cheating. 120 charges, bro.
Okay, if they don't get done,
They're not going to get done because of corruption.
so then they're bigger than you.
No, they're not. Because end of the day, corruption is corruption, bro. You see that African uncle that says corruption is bad.
Unless I'm involved.
He said, corruption is only bad if I'm not involved.
If I'm not involved.
If I'm
that's
involved, I defend it.
well, that's Chelsea as well then. The corruption. And that's why I can't give them their flowers either then.
Then
I'm
we
going to be
agree.
for the same thing. All right, so that's it. He sealed it. So all you got to do now that we've reached some common ground, right?
Common
all you got
ground.
to do,
Common
complete
ground.
that forfeit.
Yes,
And
and
you're
I'm
back.
back. Wicked, because I got a house to pay for and I got
All right.
like things to do.
Line up all of these sort of horrible things that you were planning. He's up for it. I saw
It's a
rats.
disgrace. in the words of Chugba, it's a heavy disgrace. It's a disgrace. Oh, but we have to say this. On a serious note, everyone that's watching, rest in peace, Jota, the whole family, rest in peace.
100%.
And just make life count, man. We have to make every single moment count. I definitely say that. Brother, big up.
Everybody have a great weekend.